This is what we call
Hater shit.
There is no better term.
If you have power, you can do anything. Be powered, right? Money is definitely needed, but power is everything, because you can truly create a society that runs off no money at all. And the most powerful one wouldn't be the richest in that society, right? So I just want to talk about ways that power is important and why. Now, what I think is most relevant to everyday life with regards to power is intellectual.
Xavier just looks sketchy. Like, he looks like he's really up to something. He looks like he's, like, stealing or something. Back into his spandex compression shorts with his hair clipped.
Property, archives, storage rooms, file cabinets, right? Whether virtual or tangible.
Terabyte drive.
We're getting to a space in society where the most powerful person is going to be the one with the most information and the biggest archive. Because, not necessarily, but chances are. Because when you can prove or disprove the lies or mistruths or alternative perspectives of others, you can steal the power. Why is that? Well,
so you didn't go to the event, did you?
A reliable and trustworthy relationship with the people of whom you control. Now, obviously, you don't go around when you're intentionally seeking power. You don't go around and say, ah, ha, ha.
What a disappointment. Look at that face. You didn't go to the event. You fucking... Ooh. Oh, I'm not surprised.
I have the power. Like, this is not Mortal Kombat, right? You do it in, or they, or the people who are seeking power, do it in a way that's far more subtle. And again, intellectual property, archives. Imagine, someone taking, and then also its reach. So, if you know, but you have no reach, what do I mean by reach? If I want someone in Australia to know something, can I get them the message? Some people think, you pick up your phone and call, dummy. Have you ever been held in a tech box before? I have. You have to have the reach as well as the information. And once you do, the ball's in your court, period. So technological careers, they're the future. And they're also what's going to get you held, kidnapped, and hostage. People who are dumb and have manpower but don't understand technology will hire or force techies, as they call them, or anyone who knows how to obtain information that they're looking for, and they don't understand.
Stop breaking up.
Mostly of ego issues, that they're putting these people in a really, really shaky position.
Come on, Wi-Fi. Xavier, did you turn it off?
So they disconnected me, but I'm back. What can get you far with regards to your career and things of that nature. It can also get you held hostage. And I don't think we're talking about this enough.
He is geeked up.
We're in a space where the only way out, the only way back to peace, is through the evolution of digital currency. And I'm not saying that as an alarmist.
Which they're going to force.
I don't like fear-mongering, although effective. And I understand it, but I hate it, and I try never, ever to use it.
Although
even
effective.
Though it's used against me commonly. just as a society, and we can blame Americans, or we can blame Europeans, or we can blame Africans, or we can blame whites, or we can blame blacks, or we can blame browns, or we can blame girls, or we can blame boys. All of us as a collective,
The white world.
if we're not actively working towards solutions, are allowing these problems to continue. If the problem is power and control based on poverty issues, or
More people from Google are coming.
Xavier,
He said, he said more people from Google are coming. Oh my gosh. And this sucks. This is so funny, but in a minute, I'm gonna have to go inside and get my littlest. It's the rounds. Gotta do my rounds. Okay.
babe, please.
Just warning you.
You already did this to me on TikTok. Please let me finish my live. Anywho, if the problems are based on poverty, which I believe that most of them are, solving poverty would be the solution. And we're at a space now where no one needs to desire anything.
That's enough eyeshadow.
We have the technology. It's not a matter of when we develop it. We have the technology to give everyone exactly the life that they want. We have the technology to keep every single person happy and accomplishing things and experiencing things. And we can afford it. Which is brew. Delicious. So I really feel like that's what needs to happen.
I'm about to fuck with people.
If we can award a system of
I know it's not a boy. Well, we don't know if it's a boy or not, but I'm just throwing that out there.
money, in its traditional sense, we call it money. What I refer to it as is desires. What do we need money for? If you come up to me and ask me for $20 and I respond back, for what? You're going to come up with a list of things that you need $20 for. But what if you just already had that thing? What if we removed all the monetary value from every item and just gave people the opportunity to have whatever they wanted? What would be the problem with that? I've said this before and I'll say it again. Who wins by keeping an entire demographic poor? The rich. Who wins by keeping an entire demographic of the population dumb, blind, or asleep? The powerful. Have we found a way to be powerful and rich without exploiting entire demographics of our population?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to have to miss it.
Let me say that again. Has anyone found a way to be rich and powerful without exploiting entire demographics of our population? Drop their name in the comments. Drop their name in the comments. I'm just kidding. But for real though.
It's in Facebook's fine print that they control what your friends on your friends list see. Not all of your friends can see all of your own posts on your wall.
Tell us these Xaviers. Preach it while Heather's shutting up. Tell us.
If it's not relevant to their buying habits
That's true.
or their algorithms.
That's true.
They can't just, if your whole worry is that you're not in rotation in the news feed, on top of that, all of your posts are not visible to everyone across the platform.
That's something different. So Xavier's talking about technological boxing, manipulation, and control, and reach again. So what does he mean by reach? He's saying a lot of people on Facebook will publish content and entire demographics of people will be banned from seeing that content. Well, why would that be? especially without the author of the content being made aware. It's all.
Alright, I gotta take my break, which really sucks because she probably won't be live. Never I come back, but that's okay. I'll pick up wherever I left off.
Power. And so if control and power are the most sought after things, how can we give them or the illusion of them? If you don't think that we should, why not? Revolutionizing currency so that we live in a world of digital currency rather than money would harm who? Not the economy.
Fix your Wi-Fi.
Definitely not consumerism. So who?
The way he keeps pacing back and forth, I swear.
I want to be at home. In my nice, comfy home where my children have their own safe spaces and I have my own safe space.
Safe
family.
places for everyone.
Parties with refreshments and movies and games and stuff for the children. If money was no object, where would you be? What would you be doing? If money were no object, where would you be? Who would you be with? And what would you be doing? There's this time I look back on and reminisce a lot.
Intellectual property.
We were at my house on Foster. I don't smoke. When we were at my house on Foster, across the street from the Forest Preserve, 4505 West Foster. Me and my kids, we were in the back seat, in the backyard, and we had, you know those summer toys where you take off running and then you jump and slide. It's all wet and slippery. They had a big one of those, but it was like the size of a Cali King bed and like a foot deep. So you fill it up with the hose and it's like one of those, but it's like also doing it on like a mattress. Like it's super dope. And it like squirts, water out at the same time. And we were so broke. And I had bought them this toy like a month before. I hadn't been working. I was super fucked up from escaping human traffic. I had literally been out of being human trafficked for sex for approximately maybe 2 months. And I thought, my life is changing. Everything is getting better. Like, I'm not being used anymore. I'm not being exploited into sex work. I'm not being taken advantage of. I made it through the 3.55-year sentence that Dylan had. He was going to take over paying the rent. I wasn't going to have to worry anymore. And even with no money in my pocket from that place in my backyard, playing with my children, cooking turkey hot dogs and Kraft mac and cheese with fresh green beans and elotes, corn on the cob for dinner. I needed for nothing. I wanted for nothing.
No, obviously you did. That's why you left.
Where would you be if you could be anywhere with anyone right now? It was in approximately hot. It was hot. September of 2018.
Sorry, since I had a pause, the comments are not matching up to what she's talking about right now, and it's just irritating me.
September 2018.
Look at that clean palette. Damn, those eyes. She's still doing eyeshadow. She looks kind of evil. Look at that one eye. You're good. Very, very good. Oh my goodness, I didn't miss a lot. More eyeshadow.
We're at the Aspire event, McCormick Place.
Did she say they're at the event? How are you at the event if the event's going on right now? The event's going on right now. So are they taking a break and you're going outside to put makeup on? That's the only way I could think that you're at the event. Is y'all are on break and you're outside doing your makeup. But usually they don't do breaks. And if it is, it's to get a food and drink and go sit back down. And we know y'all will get some food and drinks.
There are representatives from the show Shark Tank here giving a speak with several other keynote speakers. We're going to go there and network around a bit. I used to do a lot of work here at McCormick Place. I've not had a paid gig at McCormick Place.
You know what? I wonder what she's doing. I wonder if she's trying, she doesn't even want to hear it. She doesn't even care about listening to them speak. She just wants to get in there. And she thinks something like she's going to meet somebody, like someone who's just going to be like, oh my gosh, yes, let me take you under my wing. Let's make this book. She's fucking crazy.
Since 2019. But I know that this is not how McCormick Place usually looks when there is a gig, when there is an event going on. It's so busy here. It's not even funny. They've got a nice little food court to eat your lunch.
They're all inside.
So we'll go in there to start.
See? They'll go in there to start. They'll start with the food to go eat. But have you been in there to listen? Do you even have a ticket? I'm starting to wonder if she even has a ticket. Or is she just going to try to slip on in there to try to pass out her crazy cards? Xavier's like,
See what's going on.
dude, chill out. He's like antsy as heck.
I want to remind you guys of something. If you get an animal as a pet, it's your job to Google what the animal eats, how they sleep, right?
Dude, what? Where are we going with this?
You don't wait for the animal to explain how it needs to be taken care of.
I am so tired of her stupid analogies. First with the fucking flowers, a plant, now an animal. Like, yes, you know what? That's exactly what I did with my animals. I actually did wait for them to tell me, to speak to me, to tell me what they wanted and needed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Search, you try, and then you observe what works, what doesn't. Everything is trial and error.
But what are you trying? You're not trying nothing, so you can't take anything out. Stop with the fucking eyeshadow! God, really, it's like a thing. It's like a thing she just does. Like, I don't know if it's a part of a, like, ADHD maybe or something, but she's like, Like, I understand, like, sometimes I put my eyeshadow on and I'm like, but that it's just, but she's like all over the place, just constantly, just her poor fucking eyelids.
A lot of ways. I've been watching this short clips from an account called Tennessee. Really eerily similar to Tina Chizumis in a lot of ways. I've used substances before. I've never struggled with substance addiction.
Not at all.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's ugly. I'm glad that I've never personally been afflicted.
Wow.
I've loved people who have been. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But we saw someone laying on the ground covered in their own poop on the way here. Less than a mile from Northwestern Hospital. Also less than a mile from Versace, Cartier, Chanel.
Oh my gosh.
Allow those things. How do we all walk by a man unconscious, covered in his own feces on the side of the road, anywhere in the world, let alone in one of the most prestigious, rich?
I don't know. It's sad. It's crazy. But let me ask you, how did you walk past him? Probably just fine, right? I'm sure you just walked right past him. So I don't know why you're like talking to us like you're any better than anybody. I mean, no offense, but look where you're at and look what you're doing. Look what you're not doing.
Expensive neighborhoods in Chicago. I've been out here now for 4 years.
It's a quick step.
When I turned 18 years old, I got my...
It's like he goes, it's like he's, here, I got some. I got a couple. Here you go. And he's going back to try to see what else he can get. I'm telling you, he's like geeked the fuck up or something. He's like, maybe he took some of her Adderall as well. I don't fucking know. He's on it. I'm about to tell his ass to sit the fuck
My own
down.
apartment. I wasn't even fully 18. I think I was 17 and a half.
17 and a
And I
half.
was working full time as a
says that?
waitress, and I've been on my own since that day, 18 years old. I got married, and I was in 3 5-year relationships. Louis, the father of the big kids, Orlando, Alexis's dad, and then Dylan, who I've never had any children with. I never had any problems in my life with housing for longer than a few days. So it's very just incredible to still be dealing with this. And it's like I discussed on the other live. Once a person demonstrates both ability and willingness to make not only their own circumstances better, but the
Scrub
circumstances
the
of the
grunt.
society and community in which
Scrub
you
the
or
grunt.
he
When you say
lives.
scrub the grunt. Scrub the grunt.
Everyone has
Let's
moral,
scrub the
ethical,
grunt.
and constitutional responsibility to get the fuck out of the way.
What is he
And let
doing?
that person do what they want to do.
Ew! What are you
And I don't mean
doing?
oppressive.
I swear on everything, if he poured out his piss in that fucking plant where that tree is at, that is so nasty. Please, I really hope that's just an old drink. And screw you, little brat. Stop drinking energy drinks. You're fucking pregnant. Stop. Oh my gosh.
I network. We're at McCormick. I'll show you guys in a minute. But I talk about these things so loudly because I've been separated from my 3 children since 2020.
Please, come on.
I had my own car. I just paid off my Cadillac CTS. First car I've ever needed to take payment out, loan out on in my life. I've never had a credit card. I've never had any debt other than school debt and some tickets. And that vehicle was serving as my home. And that vehicle was my only transportation. And that vehicle
here it
would
comes.
take me, a mother
What'd you get,
who had really
Xavier?
been ripped away from her children, from wherever I was.
He's like, damn it, she's still on the live. I can't tell her. Oh, he is always up to something. Of course, she is too, but I think he's the hands nowadays.
To wherever they were and give me the opportunity
He's smaller and
to
quicker.
spend time with them. And so without that vehicle, I've made the 15-hour walk to visit them numerous times. I'm never able to stay for longer than like 30 minutes to an hour. I miss my kids. I miss living a life free of oppressive measures, abuse,
Oh my God.
slander, harassment. I miss that day on the slip and slide.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Look at your face is not that color. Is this how people do makeup nowadays? Why would she do that?
How many production markers?
Sometimes I like to just get on here and let people show who they are in the comments.
You don't remember nobody, so it's not like it's gonna mean anything. She beating that face out with that brush.
You guys want to see Xavier's new mustache? He just shaved it while I was doing the live on TikTok. I don't smoke cigarettes, and this channel is not here to support the smoking of cigarettes.
I turned away before it was done.
No, I just want you guys to be very careful. You're exposing yourselves in the comments. All crazy.
What? You expose yourself every single day, Heather. And then lie about it.
Should I shave it or keep it? Just keep it for the event.
Yes, keep it for the event. I wish I still had that hair grease so I could grease your scalp again. The curls came out so cute and luxurious and soft and
Hair's
ringlet.
naturally curly.
I know, but you've got it so dry, it's got no moisture. It can't curl with no moisture. How are your guys' children doing?
What are the
You
rules
don't
now?
care.
Did your children go back to school yet?
Bitch. Is there, before, I don't want to look ignorant, has anybody's kids not started school yet? We are like right around the corner of October. My kid's been in school since, I think, the end of August. That's sad.
Have your children gone back to school where you live?
Also, tell them the rules to networking. What are some
How
of the
many
rules?
people in the crowd homeschool? I tried homeschooling for a short time. The problem with me for homeschooling is that I have 3 children and they're all in 3 different grades. So it was incredibly difficult.
Well, duh.
Because, well, if you think your teacher's job is difficult teaching one lesson plan to 30 kids, try teaching 3 lesson plans to 3 kids.
Just stop.
Yes.
We have a question into LinkedIn. What are some of the engagements, the etiquette to networking?
I mean, but I loved it though. I had a friend named Peter, very athletic guy. He'd come take the kids for an hour and go to the park with them and do like
What?
sports or just something to get their heart rate up, running around and exercising.
Bitch, I hope you fucking know this man with all your fucking heart, and you would die if anything happened to those kids. Like, I'm not trying to be like judgmental, but you've got to be so freaking careful who you let your freaking kids around. And you let some dude, I'm curious who this freaking dude is, you let him take your kid. Shut up, man. I can't. I'd rather be way too, like, I would rather be overprotective and cautious compared to you. And that it's kind of funny that you let your kids go off like that whenever so many trauma and tragedies has happened to you. Like, you would think you would want to keep your kids, like, no, y'all can do it here, you know. What? I'm gonna shut up.
And I tried to work that into the curriculum, but he could only figure it out for like a week or 2. It was just too much for me on my own. Like I said, doing the lesson plan for 3 kids while working full-time and having my own career path of self-employment, marketing and promoting my own businesses.
Should I give those people my card?
What people?
Production people. Generic business.
More eyeshadow.
If you want.
I think one of the rules for networking should be, if you see me in public saying something, don't message me on social media later saying you saw me in public.
What?
Because that's weird. That's weird.
No, I've been approached. Have you guys ever been approached in public by someone who follows you online? I have. But it was so creepy and weird. Like, a couple times it wasn't. A couple times it was flattering and nice. A couple times it was so weird. This one lady got behind us and she's like, said nothing and starts playing my own voice audio. And it's one of the videos where I'm crying. I'm like, please don't answer.
This is so funny because before, like, you're smiling and, you know, laughing about it now, but before, you made a whole big deal about it, walked to, I believe, McDonald's, and then called the police. But it's funny and crazy now, right? Like,
I've been raped, I've been robbed,
my-
I've been beaten, I've been abused.
what the fuck? I can't. Like, I'm about to lose my shit.
I'm scared. I'm being followed. And that's the part she played. I'm being followed. I'm being followed. I'm being followed 3 or 4 times in a row.
I'm about to come follow your ass.
I looked at Xavier and I looked at her and I said, are you playing that on purpose to be intimidating, or did you not know that was that like coincidental? And she's like,
Okay, that's that you just added that in. This is your problem, is you take events that did or did not happen and you add on to them. Because you never said that before, Heather. You never said that before. So now it's different. This is why people can't keep up with your lies, and it's like, well, if she's talking, she's probably lying. Because people will get kind of irritated trying to pick out the little tiny truths that you put in.
no, I just wanted you to know you are being followed.
Well, she said, no, I don't know why I'm playing it.
And
What?
Xavier goes, do you work for Google? And she goes, no. And I go, who are you and why are you playing them? And she looks back at Xavier and goes, I don't work for Google, but she is being followed, and walks away.
What's up with Xavier and Google?
I filed
Something
a police
kinda
report.
eerie.
They did nothing. One of the many numerous times I've been creeped on since the show recorded. I cannot see myself without you. We call a fast out. Girl, you know how we do. I go out of my way.
Okay. How many times is she going to apply eyeshadow? How many layers of eyeshadow does one need?
Please don't show your butt crack on my live.
Needs a production marker. Either in your shit or mine.
No, I have them. I know that you got me. I think I want you to fly with me, baby.
Oh my
I
god.
love to, thank you. I just did this haircut because usually my hair is so big and voluminous that like it takes very little styling. I tuck this one behind the ear and I have this one big and I'm just like, but it's not been cooperating.
I was about to say, doesn't look the best, but okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking. I don't know really what the point of that is. I think that what they do is they get a bunch of losers. There's about 50 or 60 of them. Who literally have nothing to do other than defend their original position of slandering and libeling. So they take a woman who's been severely raped, beaten, robbed, and abused, and they listen to all the times I've been telling like my doctors, my therapists what triggers me, and then they provide those exact circumstances to try to get me to pop off. And
Yeah, you know that is not true, Heather. You know that's not true. She has some people so fucking fooled. Like, she's not as... it irritates the hell out of me. She's just a conniving bitch.
that's that one TikTok they made. Something, stay Delulu. Do you know which one I'm talking about? Stay Delulu? It's like a rhyme. A lot of people have done it because they're using my situation and my circumstances as a model. Don't go Lulu. Don't be foo-foo, just go to Lulu. Or something like that. Don't be... basically the message is just be crazy, right? When they lean on you too hard, just be crazy. But I'm not crazy, and it's very difficult for me to act crazy. The closest thing to crazy I get is like violent thoughts. And what I mean by that is after I've been raped multiple times, I start fantasizing about holding jagged pieces of glass up to men's necks or dicks and chopping them open. So, but it's only after being raped a lot. So now there's two kinds of people in the world. After hearing something like this, what I just said, there's the one that will say, she's crazy. And then there's the one that will say, why does she keep getting raped? Which one are you? Which one are you?
Why are those the only two? She's crazy, and why does she keep getting raped? That doesn't even make, like... Because I don't think you are being raped as much as you saying you are. And I think you can act crazy, but I don't think you're, like, clinically crazy. I think you fake it sometimes to make people, feel sorry for you. Blaming on a mental disorder.
Anyways, I gotta go, you guys. That was a completely impromptu, crazy Delulu, Heather. There's nothing crazy about me unless you count not wanting to be sexually assaulted and robbed as being crazy. But if you do think that's being crazy, I welcome you to stand in the volunteer line to switch spots with me. We'll try raping and robbing you for a while or someone you love, and we'll see how you like it. Please send donations.
Is that what you did, Heather? Did you stand in the volunteer line and it was just your turn?
You guys, I need money. I need money.
Me
I need
too.
money. I have 3 children. I need to order them glasses.
Okay, school already started. They already got their glasses. I'm pretty sure of it. Good gosh, be quiet. Everybody could have some more money. Well, most of us. Some people are very, very comfortable.
I spent every single one of my checks from Getir on Airbnbs and food for Xavier and I. And his father, he always says he's going to pay back $100. He's very reliable. For some reason, every time Xavier gets the money, before he even gets a chance to bring it back to where I am, he is bombarded and people take the money.
No. Are you telling me every single time Xavier goes to pick up money, something just happens and people rob him every time? That's crazy. That's crazy that it happens every time. And it's also crazy how the last time you said the dad was not reliable and that he should have paid you back forever ago, and every single time he says that he's coming to pay y'all, that he doesn't. And then the last time that he paid Xavier, you said Xavier didn't even give you anything besides what? Maybe $50, and then you said you had to buy Xavier food with that? Make it make sense.
I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a hostile takeover. I need my money. I need to order my children their glasses, among some other things for back to school. And Christmas is coming up. I only accept donations through Cash App. It's $Heather GoPro Solo. If you can or want to donate. Usually there's like every other month. It's like really crazy. Half the people like love helping me. Like they love it. They're like, we don't know how you're still going. Like, but please don't stop because this is wild. Like that this has gone. Like they can't believe it. And those are usually the fact finders who actually take the time to figure out what's going on. The situation is wild. It's been 4 years. I've been thrown out of my apartment.
Y'all are
They
crazy.
still won't give me a court
though.
date. If that's not oppression, I don't know what is. It's been 21 jobs. If that's not oppression, I don't know what is. So yeah, if you can donate, help me out. If not, no big deal. Still keep tuning in whenever or not. I posted this Tina Tennessee. She talks a lot about random occurrences, anxiety due to substance abuse, being incarcerated. She has, in a number of different instances, faced jail time. Whether it was for reasonable causes or not, I don't know. But she makes light of those situations in a way that's informative that I think people need to see more of. The general population of people who think that people deserve imprisonment or that imprisonment is a humane or acceptable
Oh my god.
punishment for people.
You want one of these?
That guy just gave you those? Thank you.
Aw, that was sweet.
Water.
Thank you. But the number of people who believe that this type of imprisonment is humane or acceptable
Well, obviously
treatment,
she
they
ain't
really
thirsty.
have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So I posted her. She's on YouTube. I'll tag her here. But I also posted her on my Instagram as well as my TikTok, I think. Just watch it. You know, a lot of you are assholes who won't have a decent conversation. She does a good job of making it comical and presenting it in a way like, you know who I'm thinking of? Bill Benson. I'm thinking of Bill Benson as the typical person who should consume that type of content. Military style, Marines, people should suffer, blah, blah, blah. Short attention span, dedicated to misunderstanding. That's the type of person I want to consume that content right now. Please make an argument for me that any living human being worth living is also worth being fed moldy baloney.
Moldy
Please make an
baloney.
argument that makes it okay to hold people in tiny little cages and not let them shower or see a nurse. If they don't deserve to shower or see a nurse, kill them. Euthanize them. Period. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm not.
I'm gonna show them the CBD.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
Just check it out. She talked
He wanted to show us the CBD, and she said no. Why not, Heather? What are you scared we're gonna see?
a lot about the inhumane treatment that goes on in a lot of these places. She also talks about a lot of the benefits and, ways that she made it through her time. But there's also a lot of causal explanation there. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of proof that a lot of these people repeat their crimes only because they're pressured systemically, or mostly because of that. Fuck exonerations. Maybe we can't exonerate everyone. Maybe we can. But not even speaking with regards to being exonerated, understanding is the only way to prevent the problem from repeating. If you don't know what it's like in prison for these people or why they come out.
Okay, so are you trying to say that you do not understand your situation and how you got there? Like, it's so crazy to me how she'll sit here and she'll, like, try to preach and, like, try to teach us something. But it's like, why aren't you telling yourself all these things? Like, no offense, but I think you need to hear, advice more than we do. Especially whenever it comes to certain stuff like that.
More fucked up than they went in. Educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
You guys have a great day. I got to go. I'll talk to you later. If you guys have any interest in doing marketing with
Oh my gosh,
me
shut up
or
and just hang up.
collaborating on any sort of artistic projects, if your thing is social justice or political, if your thing is art and creative, if your thing is staffing and putting on performances, hit me up because we do all of that. Send me a DM.
Look, I'm about to get really irritated. Xavier, like, nonstop has been chain smoking. Do you know how expensive cigarettes are? I'm not positive because I don't smoke cigarettes. I used to. Like, when did I stop? About 4 years ago, maybe? And it was expensive then. And I'm guesstimating, like, $10 a pack, almost. So, if he's, like, smoking back to back to back, how the fuck are y'all affording these cigarettes?
Me an email, oneheathergee@gmail.com. The email box is always monitored. I can't promise that I will read the email just because I receive thousands of emails each day, and a lot of times my own access to that box is restricted. But just reach out. Someone will see it, hopefully. And
Someone
we would
will
love to
see it.
collaborate. I do most of my artistic pieces on Instagram, but I'm all over the place. You guys have a great day, and I'll check in later. We're going to the Aspire convention at McCormick Place on Chicago's South Side, Martin Luther King Drive, and I think this is like 30th. It's a little north of the 31st Street Harbor.
Yeah, but what time are you saying this, Heather? Because it started at, what time did it start? I think it started at 8. It possibly could have been 9, but I really think it started at 8 o'clock in the morning. And you were already late. So what the fuck are y'all doing?
I'm not sure how far. You guys have Google. You guys have GPS.